My next two things to fix are these blower vacs. This one does go, but it just takes a little bit to start it, like a couple of pulls with the choke on, then it'll run for a little bit, then die, and it just needs a bit of a tune. It's got one of those carbs that has the two plastic pieces on the high-low mix screws, so I'll just have to sort of cut those off and just tune it a bit. And this one goes, I'd be happy if I got $15 for this one. It's a Ryobi, doesn't have the bag. I found it. I'd be happy with $15. I'll put 15 on it, and if I get 10, I'll be happy as well. Don't know about how much he wants for this one. Probably maybe 20 bucks or something. But this one doesn't have the attachment, so it's not like. Oh, actually, I think it might have the attachment that goes in. Don't know if that comes out. I think it might. Anyway, gotta fix those too. Okay, the carburetor is all disassembled. I broke off those little adjusting screw things, like, so now the mixture screws are separate. So now I can actually tune it. So now I'm just going to clean it, put it back together, and it'll run. Okay, all the parts have been cleaned, and now they're ready for reassembly. Okay, it's all back together now with everything set up. So I'll give it a few primes until the prime bulb fills up with. And not quite filling up, but we'll see if it goes. I might have put one of the gaskets back the wrong way. I've tuned it so that the high-low mix screws are both 1.5 out. Okay, I finally got this one to go. It's a bit hard to tune, but I eventually got it. So now it runs, and now I'm going to try and fix this Ryobi. This is not a very good one, as I said before. $15, and I'd be happy for it. A trip to the mower shop, and $4 later I got the new little pin and a new gasket. I bought that just gasket because I'm selling this mower to one of my mum's friends, so I don't want it to like leak and break and stuff. I also got, what the hell? Where'd it go? I also got this mower to fix. This is for the guy who has a garage sale, one of his mates. So I'm going to do a full service on it, like replace oil. He got a new spark plug, but really clean it up for him, really nice. Because he's an old bloke, so I want to do it really nice, and he said do whatever needs doing, so I'll clean the air, filter, all that stuff. It is the mower I had to buy the fuel tank and that air deflector for. I've just put fuel in it. This wheel's a bit shit, but I've got a spare wheel if I need to replace it. Normally I just wait a bit to let the fuel sort of seep down. I haven't tested if there's a spark. Let's see. Yeah, we go. I'll just test for a spark now. The reason it doesn't have a spark is because on the little ignition lead, this little head thing isn't on correctly, and it just like fell off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend it. I got this wire out of one of my brother's, his spare car. It was on the alternator, Commodore. So what I'll do is I'll strip that end of it. Okay, I've stripped this end of this wire here, so now I'm going to twist it together with this one here. Okay, it's twisted together now. So now what I'll do is I'll put it so it's sort of facing the right along the length. Then I'll get some of this heat shrink tubing, probably some of the best stuff you can buy when working with electronics, I think, because you can just slip it on after the pair's been twisted and then heat it up and it'll never come apart. That's what I used on the air horn. So I'll put that over the joint and then heat it up and shrink it so it won't come off. Okay, now I've got that joint on. What I do is I get one of these little blue clips, which just sits over there, and I'll join this blue clip onto that red lead, and I'll be done. I'm now leaking fuel from somewhere. I'm pretty pissed off with that because I bought a new gasket, so it looks like it's leaking out of here, out of this primer bulb. I'll just take that off quickly now. See what's happening. Okay, I just what did I do? I replaced the fuel in it because the fuel that I put in was out of that grey mower with the broken fins on the head. So I put some new fuel in it. So hopefully Hopefully it should go. It did kick over before, but I just don't know why it didn't keep going. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Shit. Bloody fucking cord got caught out. Okay. Well, I'll take this black cover off and see what's happened. Okay. It's a bit of stuff to go through. But the reason why that this cord got stuck out was because earlier on in the video when I was just messing about, and I noticed that when it was all the way pulled out, down here was all frayed on the cord, so I thought I'll just swap it over. I swapped it with this one, and I didn't take a video of it because I didn't really think it was important, but in the end it kind of is. And just by looking at them quickly you wouldn't think there's a difference, but there is. And this one's slightly different design, and that's why it got pulled stuck the whole way out. So that's when I then just fixed this up. I just pulled it through a little bit and then chopped it off and then re-tied it on. Then it's not going because it had a really weak spark. Like it would spark once when I pulled it and then it wouldn't spark at all. So I replaced the magneto out of this engine here. The magneto's a little bit different, but this one still works. Now it's got a spark. So now I'm just going to put it all back together and hopefully it should go. Okay, I just put the fuel tank on then. I'm going to do this really quickly because it's about to rain. It's sprinkling already. Okay, I just killed it then. It doesn't quite kill itself. It doesn't kill itself using this, but that doesn't bother me because I'm going to sell it to one of my mum's friends. And also, whenever you run these, like whenever you finish using them, you should always turn it off at the fuel tap and just let it run dry. If you don't, you get all fuel gunk up in the carburetor. So it's just starting to rain. I'm just getting a few drops on the lenses. So I'm happy that I got that fixed finally. I'm actually just going to mow the lawn with it. Just because my dad wants me to mow the lawn, and he wanted me to do it probably a week ago, but I had the outdoor workshop happening, so I couldn't do that, and I didn't have any mowers that were going. My dad's mower was actually in there's my dad's mower, so it's a bit hard to get out.